What's going on, everybody? Back at it again today. Gonna be cooking on the grill, doing some chicken. I'll get into that a little bit more, but first I'm going to show you how I heat up my coals. I learned this tip on YouTube. It's a great place for a lot of tips. So if you want to learn some great cooking techniques, always check out YouTube. If you're watching this, you're probably watching YouTube. You might be watching Facebook also, because they will be both posted up to places. So now what I got right here is going to heat up my charcoal. Don't use lighter fluid or any type of gasoline or anything like that. The trick that I learned was get some cooking oil. I use some canola oil and pour it into a folded napkin, just like that. Now this napkin is 2 pieces of sheets of napkin, and it's folded into 4 to create a little bowl just like this. Okay. Now other people will use matches and stuff like that for this to go. I've only got a lighter, so I've got to light this first before I put the charcoal right on top of it to go ahead and start up. Once that starts going, you'll see. And that's going to cook up the coals right there all nice. Let me get this out of the way. And in about 10 minutes or so, we'll come back, take these coals, and we'll throw them right in the grill to start cooking our chicken. Now, more onto that chicken. Okay, what I did today for the first time was use a brine. I looked up different types of recipes for brines, and they're pretty much all the basic, same thing: water and salt. Use kosher salt. If you're going to use table salt, use about half of the salt that you have. Recommended for the kosher salt. If whatever recipe that you find, use about half of that, and then you could use regular table salt. Usually chicken you can brine anywhere 4 hours to overnight if you really wanted to. If you use a lot of salt, you'll be brining a lot shorter time. But what you might want to also do is put your own spices in there. I put allspice and bay leaves in it, and I actually hit it up with pineapple juice and some cranberry juice cocktail. So that sweetened it up, and I brined it for about 3.5 hours. Just because it's my first time, I don't really want to go too crazy with it, and I want it to, you know, not be salty. After it's out of the brine, just rinse it off with water. For everything else that's on there, you don't want it. Again, the salt will be on the outside, but rinsing it off will get it off on the outside. What's going to happen is it's going to absorb a lot of that juice that you had on there on the inside through the meat, and hopefully get it to the bone also, because that's where a lot of flavor comes from when you're cooking. Now, as you can see, I got this fire going on right there right now. All that smoke coming up. May not be the best place to put it, but that's where I put it, and we're going to try to talk through the smoke. Okay, so then basically after the brine's all done, what I'm going to do is hit up the chicken with some seasonings and stuff like that. I actually split the chicken, took out the backbone, so the chicken's going to lay flat on the grill, and we'll see how that actually comes out. I'll see you in roughly 10 minutes, but for you it'll just seem like that. Alright, we're back again. Sorry about that first video. It cut off when this timed out. So again, got my coals right there. I'm getting ready to dump them on, and then I'll put my crates on, and you'll see what I'm going to end up doing. Putting some juice up top also before I put my chicken on, and then I'll put the lid on, get it up to temperature. Then I'll come back and I'll put my chicken on, and you know, first clean it with that onion. I already scraped down the crates, but I'll scrape it down again. Let's do this. Alright, well first actually let me show you that fire. You can see them hot coals right there. That's that fire that's going to start this up. Make everything to the heat you you want it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be pouring some coals on this side right here, and you can see I put some oil in already. Pretty much to catch any of the turkey drippings that are going to drop down below. Alright, that's that. Get you looking and see how I got it going in right there. Again, hot coals on the right and the left. So we can hopefully keep this going for a longer period of time. Now, I know I usually say safety first, but because I think I got the fire on one side, I think we'll skip that part about safety first. But safety first. Kids don't do this at home. When dealing with fire, you want to protect your hands. Right now, that's what I'm not doing. I should cut the video so you guys don't see this. But because the flame is on that side and not this side, I felt comfortable doing that. That didn't feel too bad. Also, let me get that center crate right up here, like so. Give this a quick scrape. Like I said, I'm going to come back and hit it with the onion. As you can see, the chicken's going to pretty much go on this side of the grill. Fire's on that side. Chicken on this side. Doing some indirect heat. Although that's some high flames right now. It actually might cut over there and catch it. So I'm going to open this vent all the way up just so that way the fire can keep going. And I'll be back. Hopefully this video doesn't stop this time, but I'll be back. Let's go ahead and put the temperature right here. Not sure if you can really see it, but if you look close, you'll be able to see it. Again, be back soon. Alright, and we're back. Like I said, it's like something never left. You see I got the pans right there. I'm going to put some of this liquid in here that I made up. So basically a bottle of water with some pineapple juice, a little bit of the cran juice in there, and I'll be adding actually chicken back to it later on. 2 chicken backs I'll be putting in there, so you'll see that go down. Well, let me put that in there, let that heat up some. But again, I'll be putting chicken back later on in there. Cook up that chicken back, hopefully make a nice gravy for the chicken also. I'll be back. You'll see me cleaning up with the onion, and then we'll be ready to put the chicken down. Alright, I'm back again. Let's go ahead and get this onion on here. I'll actually be putting the onion actually in that liquid when I'm done with it this time. You know, usually I just leave the onion right on the grill, but this time we're going to add some flavor to the juices that I have running right here. And this didn't work out how I wanted it to. Let's just go ahead and do it like this. I should have never cut up the onion. I didn't think it would fall apart that easy. Because it's not super hot on this side, I can do that. Okay, so again, I'm going to break up some of this onion right here and put it in this liquid mixture I got over here. Keep the onion up that way. Let this water absorb some of that. Now remember, I don't do any editing on these videos. It's all straight shoot. I don't feel the need to edit. Let everybody see how a video can actually go correctly or incorrectly, the mistakes that people make during a video. A lot of other people will go ahead and just video edit them so you can't see what happened. I'm don't see the need for that. It's cooking. Cooking's not a perfect science all the time, unless you're one that measures out like you're baking something. Yeah, there's no reason for editing, or at least I don't feel any reason for me to edit any of these videos. If I can get this onion out properly. Let's see. Oh, did I get it? Nope. We're gonna leave that onion down there because that's what that foil down there is for anyway. In case you can't see that foil, I got a foil down there. Okay, so that's for the mistakes. We cover this up again one more time. Then I'm gonna put my chicken on. That onion took a little bit of time to put on that grill, but whatever. You learn. Like I said, you'll see this video for what it is. No editing. I'm not going onto a computer. I'm not editing something. You know, I've got the computer. I've got a laptop, so I can do editing if I really wanted to. I don't feel like I want to edit. I want to see the raw video. I want you all to see the raw video for what it is, on how cooking is done and the mistakes that you can make. That way maybe when you cook, you're not making as many of those mistakes, or you're doing a flawless job when you're doing it. Alright? Just letting this get it back up to temperature a little, and then chicken time. Alright, we got that grill up to just under 300 degrees. I'm going to call it 300 degrees. It's not above the fire. So this is the side that we're going to be cooking the chicken on. So 300 degrees on this side, if that's what the temperature's saying. That's what I wanted it to be at. Okay, let's let that out. Look at that water going. Now that definitely is going to go off. That water is going to finish boiling off, that water mixture. And you're going to want to add to it. So in about half hour or so, I'll be checking this again after I get the chicken on, and seeing if I got to add more liquid to it. But always check it like every half hour or so, because you don't want that to basically disappear. So again, that's my chicken right there. You can hear it sizzling already. And here's my second chicken. This one's a little bit bigger, roughly the same size. So let me pull it a little bit away from that heat though, because that heat is pretty close to it. Make sure you get your chicken set on here the way you want it to sit. And again, try to get it away from as much heat as you can, so that way you're not burning one end and the flames getting to one end when you don't want the flame to get to the other end. Okay, put the chicken on. You can see it seasoned up. Cover it up. I'll be back in half an hour to check on that. But we're going to sit down and talk so I can figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to think about some things. I'll share them thoughts with you. And also I'll tell you what exactly I did to that chicken. See you in about a minute. If I can hit the pause button, that'd be great. Okay, we're going to finish up part one right here. Basically, I want to say what I did to the chicken. I roughly went over it real quick before I put it on, started everything. Well, what we did here to this chicken was a brine. After the brine for about, like I said, under 4 hours, I went ahead and I hit it with my seasonings. Okay, and I got some party going on in the background, I guess, across the street. So if you hear any horn honking and some female screaming, I have no idea what that's about. That's not me. Anyway, back to this, because this is what's important. I don't care what's going on over there. Chicken, 2 chickens going on. Sides, we're going to be having some broccoli, some sweet potato mash, and some mac and cheese for sides. Didn't feel like doing a corn on the cob this time. Done it enough times to where something different. But this is my first brine, so I got to see how it comes out. I hope it's not too salty. That's what part 2 we're going to really talk about, because I'll be tasting it by then once it comes off the grill, and then doing a taste after it's rested a little. But I'm going to cook that for about an hour and a half on that grill. Hopefully it stays around 300. Again, I'll regulate the heat. So what I feel like doing when the chicken is getting done, I used this type of barbecue sauce in a previous video on previous chicken, and I actually liked it. And it's going to go along with the theme that I've already used here with the pineapple juice and the cran juice, the allspice, the bay leaves. Those just add spices. Nice holiday scent is what it actually gave it. Not cooking a turkey, it's chicken, but I like to cook chicken kind of like turkey. Okay, so what I'm going to do for a barbecue sauce is I'm going to take a barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, just the regular kind that they have won awards for. I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to hit it with some pineapple juice straight from a can of pineapples, and some pineapples. Also, I am doing the same thing with the cranberries. I'm taking that cran sauce that you get, Ocean Spray. Ocean Spray's cran sauce. Shout out to Ocean Spray. If you're watching this, give me some money. Anyway, I love the way that tastes. Okay, so just gonna mix those flavors up, and then we'll be painting it on right before I take it off the grill. What you should do is whenever you add barbecue sauce to your meat on the grill. Okay, sorry about that. I'm not sure if I can edit this. I might be editing it right on the phone here. Phone process failed, so the video stopped. But again, what I was saying is, if you're going to add barbecue sauce to any type of meat, make sure that meat is cooked already, because realistically, on the grill, you're only putting barbecue sauce on for the last 5 minutes. Okay, so your meat should actually already be cooked, or just to the peak of it being cooked to where you know it's going to be done in 5 minutes. Hey, if you want to add another layer on after you take it off the grill, you can do that, because you're going to let the meat rest anyway. Again, part 1. Hope to see you guys in part 2. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, thumbs down if you're on YouTube.